What's up, guys? Olivia Knight here, and today we are going to be talking about the game Balatro. Balatro is probably the most addicting game I've ever played, and for very good reason. It's pretty simple. It's kind of like poker, but it is a deck building game. Balatro also won many awards last year. It won Best Indie Game, Best Mobile Game, and it was nominated for Game of the Year. So today I'm going to be showing you the rules of the game. We're going to do some gameplay, and I'm also going to show you some Easter eggs or tips and tricks so you can unlock more and have more fun to play with. Okay guys, let's jump into it. So this is Balatro. I normally play on my iPhone, but for the purpose of this video, I downloaded it to my Mac. So if you have a Mac or an iPhone, you can play it both ways, or Android. I think you can play it on anything. So for the people that are experienced, this is a fresh, clean profile. I have absolutely nothing unlocked, so don't make fun of me while I'm showing you this because I got a lot of things unlocked on the iPhone version. So let's start a game. This is basically what it looks like. You have to get the optimal hands to defeat the enemy blinds. So right here we have our small blind. I have to get at least 300 points. So that's where I'm going to start with. But first I want to kind of show you some of the other things on the side, the features, so you know what I'm talking about. To your right, you have your deck. So on this deck, it is the red deck. There are different decks that you can unlock. Each deck has a different thing or feature associated with it. This deck has +1 discard for every round. A different deck that I like to play is yellow deck. It gives you money to start with, so you can come out the gate spending. But yeah, no, you can see this kind of is your cheat code to what your deck is looking like. This is a normal deck. It has your spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds, one of every card in it. This screen is important because as you do play the game, you can build your deck, you can get rid of cards, you can add cards, you can enhance cards, you can put seals on cards. I'll just explain that as I go. So then, now that I've explained the decks, let's go over to your multipliers. So the point is to defeat, get at least the amount of points that you need to do with the optimal hand. So on your left side, you have chips, which is the blue, and multipliers, which is the red. So your chips correspond to the number on your card, and your multiplier corresponds to the type of run you have, your run info. So look, high card is 5 times 1. So you get that added on to the cards that you play. So as you can see, here's your poker hands. You have your high card, your pair, your 2 pair, 3 of a kind, straight flush, full house, 4 of a kind, and straight flush. So with that, the straight flush obviously is the best. It's the best in poker and it's the best in Balatro. You get 100 chips times 8 on top of the chips that you receive from your cards. There is some Easter eggs, which I'll tell you about right here. If you get a flush house, so that is a full house, that's also a flush, then that is even higher multiplier than straight flush. And if you get a 5 of a kind. Now, normally with your normal deck, you wouldn't be able to do that. But in this game, like I said, you can add cards, get rid of cards. So it's good to go in knowing that. So because a lot of times I will add in only aces or only kings or only one of a card, so I can try to really go for that 5 of a kind. So then if you click over, here's your blinds. It tells you, what you're currently on and what's upcoming, so you can kind of prepare for that. And then you have your vouchers. I'll get into that more when we have some money. So I've gone over the chips, multipliers, run info. Here's just your options screen. It's just your main menu. Doesn't really apply to games specifically. And then you have here your hands and your discards. This can change every deck you have, or you can buy things that also change it. The cool thing about this game is it is so simple, but there's so many different things that you can tweak to advance your account or advance your profile. So it's just really something you have to play with. And then underneath your hands and your discards, here's your money, your ante, and your round. So I think the next best thing to do is to just start some gameplay. So let's jump into the small blind. So here we are. Here's our first dealt deck. I forgot I'm on a new account. So it has game speed set to 1. Let's kick that up to 4 because I don't like things slow. I like things fast. Okay, so we have a pair of 9s. We have a jack, queen, king. So what I think I'm gonna do is get rid of the 3 lower cards, maybe try to get another 9 or see if we can go for a straight up here. So I'm using one of my discards. We have 2 jacks and 2 9s. Maybe let's see if we can get a full house. So let's get rid of our 7 and our 6. Okay, didn't help us at all. Am I just gonna burn all my discards? Okay, so we have a 10 jack, queen, king. If we had an ace, that would be a straight. Or we can still go for our 2 pair. I'm gonna get rid of the 7 and see what's up. That didn't do shit for me. Okay, I'm gonna jump into my, oh wait, we do have a straight. So we have 9, 10, jack, queen, king. I'm gonna play that. So as you can see, it's adding the number of chips from each hand. And yeah, that was already 300 points. So it was actually 316. So if you look, I got the multipliers from the straight, the 30 times 4, plus what each of the cards chips associated with it is. Okay, let's go on. So woo, 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 we did it. Now the fun part. Obviously, you cannot get that many points by just playing the base cards alone. So we have these things called jokers right here. Your joker helps get you additional multipliers or additional chips. There's a lot of different jokers. You have to unlock them as you go. I have $10. I'll purchase this one. So this is plus 4 mult. Yeah, I'll buy that. And then here we have a tarot card. So this one enhances 2 of my normal gameplay cards into multiplier cards. So that one's pretty good. We have a buffoon pack down here. This is a mystery joker pack where other random jokers will pop up. And then we have a standard pack, and this is where I can buy those enhanced cards to add to my deck. So I personally think that I can beat the next blind with just this multiplier card. Oh, and this is a voucher right here down on our left. So this voucher permanently gains plus 1 hand per round. So like I said earlier, each round starts with 4 hands, but if I were to buy this voucher, I would start with 5 hands. So that gives me 1 extra hand to try to get to the score that I want to get to. Also, I think it's good to note that you shouldn't just jump in and spend all your money right away, because there is something called interest. And if you keep your money at the end of the round, you will earn interest and it'll give you more money per round. So I like to get my money close to $25 so that I can get maximal interest on my money, so I can get lots of money. I love my money. Okay, next round. So here's the next round. We have our big blind. I have to get at least 450 points. I think it's a good time to introduce these tags. So next to the blind, you have a tag. So if you were to skip that blind, if I thought I could get 600 points right now with the jokers I have and everything, I could skip this blind and I would get whatever the tag says on it is associated with it. So this is a garbage tag. It gives $1 per unused discard this run. Basically saying, hey, I think I can get 600 points and not discard anything, or not discard very much, because if I discard, then that's less money for me. I don't like that deal. I'm just gonna play my big blind. So we are moving through here. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I'm gonna get rid of the 7. We have 2 pair, but I like my jacks. I'm gonna get rid of a 7 and a 3. Honestly, I like the high cards, so I'm just gonna get rid of all the low cards. Sue me. Oh, also good to note, it sorts your cards for you. So right now I have my cards sorted by rank, but you can also sort them by suit. So if I was going for a flush, I could sort it by suit. So maybe this round we'll go for flushes. So I have a queen, jack, 8, and 5 of spades. I just need 1 more spade to get a flush. Oh, and I got it. So here we go. If you look, you can see flush multiplier 35 times 4, and then it will add the chips. So queen is plus 10 chips, jack is plus 10 chips, 8 is plus 8 chips, 5 is plus 5 chips. I think you're starting to get it now. And then on top of the flush chips and multiplier, the card chips, I will also get my joker multiplier. So that 4 is going to add an additional 4, and it will become plus 8. So watch. It's gonna happen fast, but just watch. So adding, math. If you're good at math, that's also really important, because if this game didn't already have enough hidden stuff to worry about, the order of your jokers matters. In most instances, not all instances, the jokers will trigger from left to right and the cards will trigger from left to right. Do your addition first and then your multiplication, and you will get the highest outcome. If you don't know math, it's not my problem, but that's what you gotta do. So there is no more jokers, but I'll give you an example of that when I get another joker. Planet cards. So I already described tarot cards. Tarot cards alter your deck. Planet cards alter your run info. So as you can see on the left side, it has level 1 all the way across it. With that level 1, you can level those up with planet cards, and then it increases your chips and your multiplier. So I'll show you, I'll buy this. So this is Uranus, and we are gonna level up our 2 pair. So we have $16, we're going to pay 3. We're gonna buy and use this, and as you see, our 2 pair is now at level 2, and it is increased to 40 chips times 3 multiplier. Planet cards are just so interesting because you can level up a really low hand and it give you more points than high hands. This game, if I just focus on leveling up my 2 pair, then I might get a straight flush, but my 2 pair is so high, it doesn't really matter. I still want to get those 2 pairs. Now you can see 3 of a kind used to be higher than 2 pair, but now since I've leveled it up, a 2 pair is actually better than a 3 of a kind. A 2 pair is actually better than a straight. Okay, I'm at $13. I'm just gonna try to get 2 pairs and go on to the next round. Now we're starting to beef up our deck. We're starting to get jokers. We're starting to get planet cards. And then all of a sudden, a boss blind comes in, left hooks ya. So boss blinds are just like your normal blinds, except for you have 3 of them per game. It's at the end of the rounds. The boss blinds make it harder for you to win. So this one, after every hand played, it's gonna just discard 2 random cards that are in my hand, which is really freaking annoying. Let's see, we have 2 4s. We almost have a flush. Oh, I'm gonna regret doing this. I wanna keep my jack and I wanna keep my king. Let's see if we can get another heart. Woo, we did. Okay, so I'm gonna play this flush. And you saw it discarded the 2 cards. Oh, I'm literally stupid. I wasn't not thinking about the discard. Okay, and we have a 2 pair, so we're gonna get our jacks and our 2s, and we have 504 points, so this is definitely gonna set us over the 600. So just watch us win. Yep, we're at 952, and we beat the boss blind. So, okay, now we're cooking. We have $22. We are almost to earning interest. Yeah, so let's just keep building our deck. So this joker gains +1 molt per consecutive hand played without a scoring face card. I do not like that because I play my face cards. This one gains 0.25 molt for each card sold. I don't really like that either because I don't sell cards. So maybe let's add some cards to our deck. Let's open this standard pack. So these are the 3 options I have to pick from. Here is a gold card. It is a 6 of spades, and I will get $3 if that card shows up in my hand, but I don't use it. I know I'm gonna go for this ace of spades because it is a bonus card. If I use it, I get the 11 chips from the ace plus 30 extra chips for the bonus. So we are doing that. Should we go shopping? Let's go shopping. Let's get another card. Okay, awesome. So this is a glass card. It is ×2 molt, and I get $3. So that's a really good one. This red seal re-triggers this 4, so instead of 4 points, it is 8 points. And this 9 of spades is a bonus card, and it's a foil, so I get 9 chips plus 30 chips plus 50 chips. So that is a hell of a lot of chips, but I do think I'm gonna go with the glass card, and I like my face cards, so yeah. So let's jump into the small blind. We have to score at least 800 points here. So this is starting off strong. We have 3 4s. Let's get rid of the 3, 5, 6, and 8. Okay, so we have a full house. So we have 2 aces and 3 4s. So you see this is a bonus card. So for this card, I'll get 41 chips off of it. And I'm at 832. See, those enhanced cards can really make all the difference when you're playing. That one bonus card sent me over the points on just one hand. That wouldn't have happened if I didn't have that. Okay, let's see these bonus cards. So we have plus 12 molt if hand contains a straight. I do like that one. And then plus 5 hand size reduces every 1 round. Or should we just add more cards? Do you think that we can get a straight? I'm gonna go for a straight. So now we have plus 4 molt and plus 12 molt if the hand contains a straight. And let's add some more of those cards to our deck. So here we have 2 different seals. We have a blue seal and a purple seal. The blue seal creates a planet card for the final played poker hand of round if held in hand, and the purple seal creates a tarot card when discarded. I like my tarot cards. I also like my planet cards. I'm gonna do a tarot card. They're both 8s, so they kind of mean the same to me. Let's go into our big blind select. Okay, we have 2 jacks, 2 5s, so should we just hop on the 2 pair off jump? Oh wait, we're trying to go for a straight. Okay, so we have 2 3 4. Should we get rid of these and this 9? We have 9 10. Should I go for my high straight? I might do that. I'm gonna discard all those. Okay, so look, we have 6 7 8 9 10. We got our straight, and so the straight joker card will trigger. So you kind of just sit back and win. So yeah, as you're playing this game, I think it's just really important to know what your goal is, because every single game you play, the cards are random. I think it's kind of important to work towards something. So with this one, I could easily be like, okay, every single time I get a hand dealt to me, I'm gonna go for straights because that's what my jokers are leaning toward. And then as different joker cards come up, you could also try to buy joker cards that support that. There's a different joker card that lets you build straights with only 4 cards instead of 5 cards. So that would be a really good joker to pair with the current joker that I have. This joker is amazing. So this joker gives you it gives you 2 chips for every card you have in your deck. Plus I'm adding cards to my deck. So I have a lot of chips. I'm gonna buy it. And then a Spectral pack. I have not talked about Spectral packs yet because they have not came up yet. So let's buy this. I personally buy Spectral packs every opportunity I can. I think they are the most powerful. So this one, destroy 1 random card in your hand, add 2 enhanced aces. It's great. This one, you add, it's random, but foil, holographic, or polychrome to 1 selected card in hand. A foil gives you 50 extra chips, a holographic gives you a plus 10 molt, and a polychrome is a times 1.5. Polychromes are the shit. That's great, love that. I could try to get my ace souped up. This one's kind of fun. You can add polychrome to a random joker and destroy the rest of your jokers. I like using the hex if I'm early in a game. If I'm late in a game, it's really annoying, but we're early in the game. That's probably what I'll do. And this one converts all cards in hand to a single random rank. This one's gambling. It's going to make all of these cards, these 8 cards, the same rank. Should we gamble with that, or that's kind of fun? Hex Ouija, Hex Ouija. Maybe I'll do the Ouija. Let's pray for, oh wait, don't want to do the Ouija because we're building straights. That would be bad. It'd be great for a 4 of a kind or a 5 of a kind. Let's do the hex. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, I can pick 2 of them. Okay, so cool. We are still building straights, but now it is a polychrome. So whatever my multiplier is, it is times 1.5. Should we add 2 random aces? Let's do that. So got rid of a 10, and now I have a lot of aces. So I feel like this is a good time to go look at the deck because our deck has changed. We don't have 4 of every card now. Look, I have 7 aces, 5 kings, 3 10s, 5 8s. It would be really cool to get a 5 of a kind with my aces. So I might try to go for that. And then you can also see here I have 15 cards that are spades, but only 13 cards that are hearts. So that's an interesting thing to take note of too. And we have another boss blind. So this boss blind, all diamond cards are debuffed. So yeah, so should we try to go for the 5 of kind with aces? I think it's really unlikely, but I want to get it on this video. Let's discard. We might be screwing ourselves. Discard. I think we're going to be screwing ourselves. But you guys get the whole point and purpose of the game. I will say, to me, these are all very beginner jokers. So you're not going to see those really high scoring points and numbers until you get some of those more interesting jokers. But yeah, you definitely get the gameplay. So let's try to get these 5 aces before I jump into telling you about some of the Easter eggs in the game, some things you might know, might not know, how to unlock some cards. Okay, we only have 28 cards left in the deck. We have 3 aces. We have no more discards. Watch, I'm just gonna play the hand. I have no more discards, so I have to play this to get rid of it. We have 23 cards left. Watch, what if I beat this hand? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is our glass card. I might as well show you while we're at it how cards make a difference. So your glass card gives you a ×2 molt. Instead of it being all the way on the left, you want to move this card all the way on the right because it'll add the chips, add the chips, add the chips, add the chips. It'll do everything first. Everything you have, if you have a molt card or anything, you want plus and then multiplication. So I think it's just good practice to move your multiplication to the right. Okay, let's play this. Play hand. Oh, I got a pair. Okay, well, I got a pair in that. I didn't even see that. So that was basically like throwing away a king. We didn't get the 5 of a kind with aces, but we did end with a full house. I don't know if this is going to be enough to beat this round because I kind of threw that, but I thought it would have been really cool to get that 5 of a kind. Normal me, if I was playing, I wouldn't have done that for this round, but still cool. So yeah, you have your seed down here. If you want to play against your friends, you can send them the seed and they can play the exact game that you did, and you can see if you would have beat them or if you guys, I don't know, for my competitive people out there, you can use that. So now we will jump back to the main menu. I'll show you the collection. So this is how many jokers you have. There is a lot of them, 150 jokers that you have to unlock. These are super secret, and I don't want to spoil it for you. I do have almost all of them unlocked on my iPhone, but again, this is a beginner video, so I'm not trying to spoil anything. Maybe I'll make a secondary advanced video where I'll show you some of my higher playing games. I'll go through a different deck. Oh, one more thing. When you start beating your decks, you can also change the chips. So that's just another thing that you can tweak. This game is so clever, and the way that they really get you to stay is because they have so many different ways you can play it. You beat the normal version, and then you try a different deck, and then you try a different chip, and then you want to unlock jokers, and it literally just starts consuming your life. I don't know. It should have won 2024 Game of the Year because of how much time this game takes from people. So let me show you some of the Easter eggs and how to unlock some of the jokers. There are a shit ton of jokers. There are common jokers, uncommon jokers, rare jokers, and legendary jokers. With these type of jokers, some of them just kind of will randomly show up in the shop, and some of them you have to do very specific things to unlock them. So here is a list. I'm just gonna kind of scroll through this pretty fast, but here's a list of all the jokers and what they do and how to unlock them. So as you can see with this list, here's the name, the rarity, the effect, and how to unlock. A lot of these with the NA, they just randomly will show up in your shop. So those ones you just gotta play. There's common, uncommon, some rare. So all of these are randomly occurring in your shop. Now, when you get down to here, this is where it starts to get fun. So these jokers, you have to do specific tasks to unlock them. Mr. Bones, this one's funny. It prevents death if the chips scored are at least 25% of the required chips. This one you're kind of planning for failure, but I like having Mr. Bones as a backup. If you have it, you can lose and it'll push you to the next round. But then you need to make sure to tighten your shit up because there's no way in hell that you're beating the next round if you lost the previous round without making some changes. And the way that you unlock this joker is by losing 5 runs. Let's go down to some of these more difficult ones. So here's a hit the road. I have not unlocked this one. I don't know what this one looks like, but you have to discard 5 jacks at the same time. This one's difficult because you gotta have 5 jacks show up in your hand. And if you had 5 jacks, it's common instinct to want to play the 5 of a kind to beat the game. To get the hit the road, you basically have to sacrifice your game. Instead of playing your 5 jacks to get the 5 of a kind, which is going to make you feel really good, you have to discard them and you'll get the hit the road, and it overall is better for you, but sometimes I just can't let my ego win and I need my 5 of a kind. Let's talk about legendary jokers. So legendary jokers come through Spectral packs. So the way that you get a legendary joker is you open a Spectral pack and it'll have all the Spectral cards, and every once in a while there will be a wonderful, pretty little legendary joker. These are the strongest cards, and every time one pops up, you definitely want to get it. I think I've unlocked the Kano, the Yorick, and the Perkio. I don't think I've unlocked the Tribule or the Chico. Yeah, you can see these are so powerful. One of them, played kings and queens, give 2 times molt when scored. One of them is create a negative copy of 1 random card in your possession. Negative cards allow you to stack your cards. So Like you saw for the Joker slot, you normally only have 5 Jokers and 2 consumable slots, but you can get negatives and you can get up to, I don't even know how many Jokers, like 30 Jokers. And the most I've seen in consumable slots is 3. I'm sure it's more, but once you start getting those negatives, you can really, really build. So yeah, your legendary Jokers are very important. Whew. I think I have told you everything that a beginner needs to know to start playing this game. I've probably honestly told you more. I've told you more than I had when I started playing this game. So I think you're gonna jump into here and you're gonna be a pro. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you guys, by the end of this video, have downloaded Balatro and gonna give it a go. I would love if you followed all of my socials, message me and let me know what you think about the game Balatro. Again, I am your host, Olivia Knight, and thank you so much for watching. Have fun playing the most addicting game on earth, Balatro. Bye!